If you feel like you have too many online business ideas, watch this video. If your business idea is already dialed in, you don't need to watch this video unless you just like hearing me talk. This is a major problem for so many people, and I'm on a mission to help you solve it. What you're about to watch is a brain dump. It's not polished. It's not organized. I'm all over the place in some parts. I ramble, I call out problems, I share a lot of my own personal experiences. Some of you have already heard this message. Some of you need to hear it again, and many of you don't want to hear it at all. But if this is you, if this is the thing that's holding you back, I really want you to watch this and do the thing that I'm literally begging you to do in this video. I originally shared this video in one of my communities and the response was overwhelming, and that's why I'm sharing it here in its exact format with no changes. I hope you enjoy it. Hey everyone, I'm not 100% sure where I'm going to put this video yet, if it's going to go in all 3 groups or just Mindset School or the Mastermind. I'm not really 100% sure yet. It's definitely going in Mindset School. But I want to talk to you guys today about this concept or this major problem that so many people are having, and it's too many ideas, too many business ideas. I have too many business ideas. I've made a video on this. I've talked about this for a long, long time, for years. And it still comes up and it's still showing up. And it's showing up a lot lately. And I'm going to be very blunt here, okay? And I'm probably going to irritate some of you. Some of you are going to, a lot of you are going to, this is going to land for you. I just know that it is. Well, some of you might get really pissed off at me and maybe you'll leave the group, and I'm okay with that. I really am. I leave nothing on the table. Like I want to bring it in everything that I do. And this thing of the too many ideas, it is not your problem. It's not your problem. Your problem is you. This is all self-inflicted, 100% self-inflicted. And I know this because I speak from personal experience. Remember, 26 side hustles in 14 years. And I'm going to tell you exactly what my pattern was and likely what your pattern is too. And I'm also going to help you solve this in this video. This isn't about yelling at you or telling you that you're no good. It's like, I'm going to actually help you with this because, and to help you, to really, truly help you, you need to understand, number one, why it's happening and how to stop the pattern, because it's all self-inflicted. Many of you are new in here, but some of my old timers have heard me say, like, the best day of my life was when I realized that I was the problem in all of this. Like, no, Brian, this is all your fault. It's not the marketers. It's not the people that are scamming. It's not all the funnels and the headlines that you're falling for. It's like, it's you. It's 100% you. Like, you're choosing to do this. And do they deserve some blame? Maybe, but I took all that power away from them and I put it on me, and I'm like, you're the problem, dude. You got to fix this. Okay. This is what you're doing isn't working. And if you have too many ideas, you got to fix it. You got to fix something. And it's easy to fix. And if you really, truly want to solve this problem, you will watch this entire video and you will do everything that I tell you to do. And if you don't want to solve this problem, then you'll just continue doing what you're doing. And I promise you, and this is a guarantee that I can make, because I don't make guarantees on income and I don't make guarantees on whether or not your business is going to work. But I do guarantee you this, is if you continue to live the cycle that you've been living, 5, 10, 15 years will fly by and you'll be in the same spot, and you'll just be more pissed off. You'll be more upset. You'll be angry. And then you'll start to deal with things like burnout, regret, resentment, and it just won't be good. Again, all stuff that I personally experienced, that I've seen people experience this. Okay. So how do we fix this? How do we fix the too many ideas thing? The first thing is you have to stop stacking ideas. Okay, that's the first thing you got to do. The reason you have too many ideas is because you're listening to too many people. You have too many people that you're following. You have too many books that you're reading, too many YouTube videos. You have too many influencers on social media, and you get into all of their stuff. You get into their funnels. You get into their lead magnets. You subscribe. You watch the stuff, and you get all these different ideas. Oh, I could do that. I could do this too. I could do that. The older we become, the more skills we accumulate, the more able we become, the more this problem, the greater this problem grows. The more we think we can do, and you're not wrong. There's a lot that you can do, but you can't do them all, and you certainly can't do them all at the same time. That's maniacal. Think about it. How can you possibly do that and have a job and run your personal life? It cannot be done. Again, living proof, the 26 side hustle guy. So the best thing that you can do for yourself, and this is exactly what I did, and this has been the greatest shift in my entire life, is I literally stopped listening to everybody else. I don't need to read any more books. I don't need to listen to any more podcasts. I don't need to watch any more YouTube videos. I need to listen to me, and I need to listen to my audience. That's where I get my stuff from. That's where I get my ideas from. That's where I get all of my content from. And that's what I know. That's how I know what to offer. I listen to Brian. I've got enough stuff. I don't need to listen to anyone else. I don't. I had dwindled everything down to one influencer, and that was Hormozy. That was the only guy I listened to, and I don't even listen to him anymore. Sometimes I'll see a reel here and there, and he'll say something. I don't want his life. Okay, I don't need to build $1 billion company. That's not what I want. Okay, there's a lot of stuff that he says that makes a lot of sense, but there's also stuff that he says that doesn't make any sense for me in my life. All right, so do yourself a favor, and the next time you go scroll on social media, because you will, and you see someone talking about something, is this relevant to my life at all or anything that I want? No, delete, follow, unfollow, click the 3 dots. I don't want to see this crap, right? Just stop it. You're killing yourself. You're killing your dreams by doing this. Quit watching YouTube videos. You know what to do. Go do it. All right. Now, here is the exercise that I want everyone to do. And if you care about solving this problem, then you will do it. I did this exercise, and I did it, and I want you to do it exactly like I'm telling you. Don't come up with your own version. Do it exactly how I'm telling you to do it. And I want you to get a piece of paper, okay? Get a yellow legal pad, a white wall, whatever you need to get something to write with, and get a pen or a pencil. Do not type this. Do not use ChatGPT. Use your brain and write it out. There is scientific proof, evidence that writing is more powerful than typing. So do it this way. Get a piece of paper, get your pen, draw a line down the middle of the page and a line across the top. Make a T. On the left side, write, I don't want this. I don't want to do this. On the right side, write, I want this. Okay? Now I want you to stop and listen to me. When I left the real estate business years ago, which shocked everybody because I blew that business up because I committed all the crimes that I just said, the too many ideas. I was doing 17 different things at once again, and I blew the whole thing up because it cannot be done. If I would have just stayed focused on the real estate business, I would have everything that I ever dreamed of right now, guaranteed without question. But I couldn't help myself because this is what we do as human beings. We sabotage ourselves, right? The too many ideas is self-inflicted. And it just continues to happen. You must break that cycle. When I left the business, everyone said to me, what are you going to do, Brian? What are you going to do? I don't know. I just know that I don't want to do this. And I was talking to my wife about it. I really don't know what I want to do. There's a lot of things that I could do. I'm thinking about this. Maybe I'll do some coaching. I was already kind of doing that. Maybe I'll do sales consulting. I've done some of that. And my wife said to me, that's someone I listen to, by the way. My wife said to me, Brian, why don't you figure out what you don't want to do first? I was like, oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? I actually tell people to do that. Thanks for reminding me, honey, to do that. So that's what I did. I did that exercise. It took me about 30 minutes to write down all the stuff that I didn't want to do. And I did not touch the right side of what I want to do until that was done. And it cleared up so much space. It's like, okay, I don't want to do real estate anymore. I don't want to do these things. I don't want to work for anybody else. I don't want to have a team of people. I wrote down all this stuff. I don't want that anymore. Okay? And then I wrote down, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. And then I went and I built a business that allowed me to do that. Very simple. Now, if you do this, you will have what what I refer to, what the C word, which is I hear in the, like, if you guys could see my DMs or be on my calls, everyone says the same thing. I want clarity. If you want clarity, we'll do this. If you don't want clarity, then you won't do this. And you'll just keep repeating your cycle. And I mean, good luck with that. It's not going to end well for you. I promise that it won't end well for you. So you do this exercise. And now you have the ideas, right? You have your list of 10 ideas, which before that exercise, I want you to crumple the thing up and throw it in the trash because it's not helping you, right? And now I want you to look at, go get the ideas, and do any of them align with what you wrote on the I want side? I want this side. Do any of them. And if they don't, burn them. Just get rid of them. You're not ever doing them, okay? Because it doesn't align with what you want or what you don't want. Don't do something you don't want. Then pick the thing. There are 3 words that I talk about in this community all the time, and it's decide, commit, focus. The reason, okay, that you have too many ideas and you keep doing the thing that I mentioned, which most of us are doing, is because you're afraid to commit to something. And you're definitely afraid to commit for something for a long period of time. As soon as you get an idea and you go down the path of, oh, this is exciting, like this shiny object feels really good, I like it, I can do this. And then all of a sudden, you run into something that seems a little difficult or challenging, and then you're just like, that didn't work. I'm just going to go to the next thing and repeat the cycle, the dopamine hit. It's like a drug. It really is. And you just do it over and over and over and over again, and you end up in the same spot. Actually, you end up in a worse spot. And this is what I did, and this is what I see so many people do. There's a reason that the last side hustle video on YouTube did so well. It's because I described this, and I described so many people. People in the comments are, you just described the last 10, 15 years of my life. So I know that this will land with so many people because it already has. I talk about this so much. You have to break your pattern. This isn't about finding the right idea. This is about eliminating all of the stuff that is clogging your brain. You have to stop listening to people, right? You're asking the wrong people for advice on your business. Do you think this is a good idea? And you're asking people that would never even start a business or haven't started a business. You might as well ask your dog. Just ask them. Ask your pets. Do you think this is a good business idea? You guys ask me. When you guys ask me, do you think this is a good business idea? I ask all of you the same question. Do you think it's a good business idea? Do you think it's a good idea? And I get why you're asking me, because you want somebody to tell you that you're not crazy. Because I get it. This is a lonely world. Being an entrepreneur is a lonely world, right? Because most people are going to play it safe. They're going to stay in their comfort zone. And you doing all of the different business ideas and the pivoting and the side hustle hopping is you staying in your comfort zone. So let's call it what it is. That's what you're doing. So you have graduated from doing nothing, like not looking at any business ideas, to looking at a bunch of business ideas. And that feels productive to you, going through the cycle of 3 months. Okay, this didn't work. I'm going to go do the next thing, and I'm going to go buy that course, and I'm going to hire that coach, or I'm going to join that Skool community, and I'll try that, and it doesn't work. Like, you've just graduated. And you need to graduate from that and pick one thing. It is not the business that you pick. It is your commitment to the business that matters the most. You've heard me say that a lot. I got that from Hormozy. That's one of the things that he says that actually makes a ton of sense. There are so many things that I could do. There's so many things that I could dominate. There's so many things that I could crush, but I can't do them all, and I choose not to do them. I get ideas all the time. I get opportunities thrown at me all the time. My DMs all over the place. People are constantly messaging me. Hey, have you thought about doing this? Let's do this. Let's work on this together. It's like, no, I'm not. I don't do that. I don't do that because I know how it ends. It ends badly every single time. I do this. I focus on this. That's why I'm able to. You guys, some of you guys think like I'm a superhuman, that I'm everywhere. I was like, I don't do anything else. I don't do anything else. You guys are trying to do too much. I had a conversation with somebody yesterday, and I made it very simple for this person. I'm like, write down your goals every single day. Identify the 2 or 3 things that are going to get you closer to those goals, and do them every single day without fail, like no exceptions. Do them for a year. You'll have everything you want. That is the formula. This is where people get jammed up and get stuck is they can't see themselves doing it. Anyone can do a business for 7 days, for 30 days, for 3 months. Anyone can do that. Can you do it for a year? Can you do the same thing for 12 months? Can you commit to that? This is where the commitment issue comes in. And that's why you keep pivoting. It didn't happen fast enough. Well, that didn't work. I didn't make the $10,000 in 90 days. Wow. I'm going to do something else and try to get it, right? This just repeats over and over again. You have to stop with the information and trust yourself. Most of you know what to do. Some of you are so capable. Most of you, all of you are capable. You have ability, you have talent, you have gifts. You just can't get out of your own damn way, and you can't commit. That's the problem. You got to commit. If you don't commit, you're just going to repeat this cycle forever and ever and ever. I know it. It's guaranteed. I've not seen anyone who's been able to pull this off. And you have not met anybody who's been able to pull this off, doing 5, 6, 7 things at the same time. They do that after they hit it big and they can hire massive teams and they have these big budgets, right? But maybe that's not what you want. Maybe you just want to make $5,000 a month so that you can supplement your retirement, or maybe you just want to make another $12,000 per month or whatever it is so that you can leave your job, or so that you can, retire your spouse or your partner, whatever. I've heard it all. You're never going to do that if you just don't commit on one thing and stay the course. The formula is super, super simple. You have to stop doing stuff before you start doing stuff, okay? And you got to commit. If you don't know what business to go with, here are 3 questions that I ask everyone. This has worked for a lot of people. You narrow it down to 3 different ideas that you feel good about. Like, I can do these ideas. And what happens is when you look at these lists of ideas, is you look at the 5 and like, hey, this one makes me the most money. This one has the biggest market potential. This one I have to work the least. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do this. It's like, if you do the exercise of the I don't want, like, you're going to eliminate a lot of those. And then it's just like, you just keep looking at that list, and then you add to it, because you go back, well, let me go back to my phone and scroll. Let me go back to ChatGPT and find more ideas. And it's like, you have the idea. The idea is already on your list. Just pick one, for crying out loud. Flip a coin. Play rock, paper, scissors if you have to. Just pick one, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you pick. Mindset School I started 9 months ago as Mindset School. Now I teach people how to build school communities that make money. There's no way that I could see that. I still help people with mindset, but this is what it pivoted into. And I know that many of you have heard me say, the business you start is not the one you end up with. So true. I could not see this happening. But I'm in this lane, and I've stayed in this lane, and I haven't pivoted. Sometimes I've looked at it. I've like, okay, well, let me do this. Let me do this. Let me go over here and do this. And I've had to catch myself, because it always ends the same way. Pick your business idea. This is the best thing that you can do for yourself. A lot of you, myself included, have wasted years trying to find the business idea, the one, right? You've done a lot of stuff. And I want you to just ask yourself, have you truly given it the go that it deserved, right? Because you're bringing that into this group. You're bringing that with you. You're carrying that sack of the failed business attempts. Ask yourself this question. Did I give any of those my all-out effort? And did I give any of them a fair shot in any length of time that was legitimate? And you don't need me to tell you what that is. You know the answer. So if the answer to that is no, then there's some more proof right there that you need to change. And you need to do it different this time. I want you to think about this. If you were to start a business based on the topic or the area of interest that you were interested in, like let's say it was AI, or, some sort of hobby that you have, or maybe you went through a weight loss transformation, or like me, you solved the mindset problem, or maybe you're helping people with websites, like whatever your idea is. If you were to create a school community around that topic, not super niche down, just around the topic. Hey, I'm going to talk about building websites, or I'm going to talk about, health and fitness, or I'm going to talk about mindset, or I'm going to talk about AI automation, or whatever it is. And then you started making content, YouTube, Instagram, You posted in Schoolers. You went on TikTok, wherever, whatever. You just did it every single day for a year. 1 year, not 3 months, 1 full year. You made it your job to drive traffic to that page and get members in there into a free community. Find out what they actually want. What are they challenged with? What is it about this topic that interests them? What are some of the things that they need? What would they like to see? And you actually have conversations with them and you talk with them. And then you make what they said they wanted, and then you charge money for it, which is, again, audience, build the audience, ask them what they want, make it for them, charge them money for it. Do you think if you did that for 12 months that you would make money? Do you think that if you did that for 12 months and you gave it everything that you want, everything that you had with as much available time that you have? I realize that you guys have jobs and you don't have as much time as I do to dedicate towards this, but I also walked in your shoes. I built something on the side, flying on airplanes all the time, limited time, family. I've lived it. I've been where you are. I do not have the same set of problems that you do, but I got my own too. Okay, it has not been easy. This is not easy. What I'm doing right now is not easy, but I refuse to give up. If you were to do that for that length of period of time and not pivot to anything else because it got hard or because you didn't make enough money in the timeline that you wanted, which is like, hey, yeah, I wanted to make it 10 years ago. Well, it didn't work out that way. And it was because I made it not work that way. And you're making it not work that way. Think about that. One thing, 12 months, every single day, or as much as you can. If you miss a day, okay, check it off, go to the next day. Do you think you might have something there? Do you think you might have an audience built? Guys, I started a free community 23 days ago on Skool that solves one problem: pick your online business. And I know that this is the problem because I've been working on this for years and I've been hearing it for years. I know that's the thing that people want. And it's because I chose to work for free for a long time. And that is what most people are not willing to do. They're not willing to work for free for a long time. Now, I want you to make money. And this is what this group is about. We help you make money. In 12 months, I would almost guarantee you would make money. I would almost do it. If you did what I teach, what I tell you to do in this group, you're going to make money. But it may not be exactly what you want, and it may not be in the timeline that you want. But in 12 months, you are going to have a bunch of problems to solve, and you're going to have a bunch of people if you just stay the course and stay committed and focused to it. And there are people in here that have built businesses for years that would attest to this, that they know what it takes. They know that this is not an overnight thing. And when you keep looking for that, all you're doing is resetting the clock. Every time you pivot, you reset the clock, right? And it's just, it's sad because so many of you are super talented and you know what you're doing and you still do it anyways. And I want you to stop. You have to stop. You have to undo what you've learned, right? And getting rid of the influencers and stop listening to all the people, all the noise is one of the best things that you can do. Again, one of the best things I've done in the last 18 months is my ability to say no. And it feels really good to say no to people. Hey, can you join my group? I'd love to have you in there. It's like, no, I don't join groups. Sorry, I got to say no to this. Done. And you know what people say? It's like, hey, I appreciate that. And I appreciate them asking too. I really do. I appreciate that. I just don't do that. Right? I keep my phone on silent all day long. I don't allow distractions because they have ended me. And they will end me if I continue to allow that to happen. Guys, I realize I'm all over the place here. I really do. And for those of you that have stuck all the way to the end, I really hope that this is helping you. But I need to drive home the point that it's all fixable and it's all up to you. It really is. And you're putting way too much pressure on yourself with this concept of, I've got to get this move right from the get-go. I've made all these mistakes in the past. Again, look at your past attempts and look at them and be like, were those really attempts? Did you really attempt the business? Be honest with yourself. You don't need me to tell you. Be honest with yourself. And just forgive yourself for that. Like I forgave myself for the 26 side hustles. It's like, you know what? I needed to go through that to realize that like, hey, that doesn't work. Now I can sit here and talk to you about it and tell you that this is the thing that is literally killing your dreams. And it's not helping you. It's not helping your family. A lot of you want to help your family. You want to help you. You have other people that you want to help, and it's not helping them. There's people out there waiting for your set of skills, your abilities, your expertise. I hate using that word, but I'm going to use it here. They're waiting for you, and you just simply can't get out of your own way. Now, look, I am very sensitive to the fact that some people are really up against it. All right? You really are. You got some life circumstances that are challenging, that are tough. I understand that. You know what I'm talking about here. All right? You know exactly what I'm referring to here. I realize that people have limited time and they have some really challenging situations. But I'm not talking to them. All right? I'm talking to the people who are doing this to themselves. And whether it's intentional or not, you are doing it to yourselves. And you have the power to stop doing it. And once you stop doing it, then you will have the ability to pick the business. Look, again, all over the place here, but I could start a business right now on something I know nothing about, zero about. And following my formula, which is to build the audience around the topic of interest and making content every single day. And in 12 months, I would whoop half the people that are out there trying to do stuff, and they do it for two or 3 weeks or 3 months or whatever it is. They keep cycling out. I'd find a way to make money because I know the formula, and I've done this too long to know that this is what works. Okay, you got to pick the thing. You got to do the thing. You got to just make the decision, right? You got to decide. You got to commit. And you got to focus. And what that means is to make the decision. Pick the business, right? Pick the idea. Pick the topic. Launch the thing. Start telling people about it. Commitment. Commitment is the elimination of alternatives. So the other 9 ideas you have, you burn them. Get rid of them. They're not helping you. All the influencers, all the YouTube channels. I've told you guys to stop listening to me. You don't have to listen to me. I want you to listen to you. So make the commitment. Then the focus, right? The focus is the saying no part, the distractions. Ooh, this thing came across my desk. This looks pretty good. I got to do this. This is going to make me money faster. No, it isn't. It's not. It's going to slow you down. It's going to make you upset. Do the one thing. Please, for goodness sake, just do the one thing. Do whatever you need to do to pick the business, to go all in. You will likely end up somewhere else 6 months from now, 12 months from now, with a pivot inside of your business. Not like, okay, I'm going to shut this group down and I'm going to go start another group. It's just it'll look different. Mindset Skool is a perfect example. The mastermind is a perfect example. It was a different group when I started it. Now it's something new, different. But I didn't close the group. The only group I closed was my free Skool community that was a feeder group to the mastermind. That's it. That's the only one I closed. And the group I started, the free community, well, I was going down that road, but I have 100 members in there and in 23 days, and it solves one problem, and it's super targeted, and I don't let everybody in there. And already people from that group have gone to Mindset Skool. And I'm telling you that free group, Pick Your Online Business, there is nothing spectacular about it. I've got maybe 15, 13, 14 posts. The classroom has like 3 or 4 things in there, and people are moving over. And it's because I know the problem that they have. This is the thing that they're challenged with. You guys got to take the time to learn what the problem is and stop relying on AI to tell you, okay? The reason I'm making this video is not because of ChatGPT. It's because people are in my DMs telling me that they have too many business ideas. I'm on calls with them telling me that they have too many business ideas. The reason I know that my lead magnet, which has over 8,000 now, 8,000 downloads, the Skill to Business formula, how to pick the online business for you, the best one for you, and the Skool group that I knew would be a thing, that would win, the free one, is because people told me over and over in comments, in DMs, on phone calls, everywhere. They just kept saying the same thing. I don't know what business to start. I have too many ideas. That's how I know. Not because AI told me. We go to AI. We go to other people. We're going to the wrong places. Ask the human beings with the credit cards who have the problems, who are looking for the solutions, who are willing to pay for the solutions that you can provide for them, but you won't know what the solutions are unless you put the group together and you find out what they're challenged with. Ask them. Go through my Start Here course. All of you have gone through it. Well, a lot of you have gone through it. There's a reason I ask you where you are right now. What is the biggest roadblock you have? What are you struggling with? And look at all the stuff that people say, all the comments. And then they say the same thing on calls. That's how I make stuff. That's how I make my YouTube videos. That's how I make these videos. That's how I make content. Is that people are saying, okay, everyone is stuck in research phase. They keep researching. They have too many ideas. They don't know what business to start, and they overthink and analyze everything to the moon. Like those are the things that I have. That's how I'm able to make ads that have that copy in there that convert so well to get people into the group and make YouTube videos on this stuff, because I've just heard it over and over. ChatGPT did not tell me to make the last side hustle video ever. You did, and I did, okay? AI is a tremendous tool, but it's all in your brain. We use it to organize the stuff. And I'll give you a perfect example of how AI can really just knock you down. Like, you just rely on it. Before I recorded this video, I did a 20-minute brain dump. I was literally yelling into Loom, yelling into it, because I was so angry about this. I'm so passionate about this. And this is like Brian on a 5. I was on like a 12 in this Loom video. And then I gave it to AI to organize it, and it didn't do anything that I wanted it to do. I'm like, this is the problem that we're relying on. It's like, it's all in my brain. I dumped it out, and then I had to tell him, like, you're not even listening to me. Okay? And I know the message, this message right here, even though it's long-winded, that some of you will watch it all the way to the end, and you'll totally resonate with this, and you'll land with this. Some of you might be like, oh, this guy's talking too long. And I get it. I do that. But this is such an important topic. This is the thing that will set you free. If you can simply just undo the things and do what I said, which is the list, do the exercise, the T, line down the middle of the page, line across the top, and quit it with all the ideas, right? I don't want this. Then you'll have clarity, which is what everybody wants in here, on what you could do. And then you have to commit, right? You have commitment issues. Let's just call it what it is. You don't want to stick with something for a long period of time. That seems scary to you. It seemed very scary to me. And that's why I kept pivoting and doing and repeating the cycle over and over again. And that's how dreams permanently die. That's not going to help you. That's not going to help your family. That's not going to help serve the people that you say you want to help. That's why I asked those 4 questions the other day, and I put it in a post. Okay, here's what I want you to do. Okay, this is a real call to action. I need you to stop running. Okay, I need you to stop running away from the stuff that you know that you should be doing, because that's what you're doing with all these ideas, is you're running. Okay, you're hiding, and you're calling it other stuff. It's just you're procrastinating, you're scared, you don't want to commit. Like, I get all that stuff. I understand. I lived it for so long. It's not that scary over here. Nobody ever died opening up a Skool community or creating a YouTube video or, posting stuff. Like, you're all going to be fine. You're all going to be fine. That's why we have this group. We'll help you. I'll help you. I'll help you. We just need to get you out of your own way. I want you to do the exercise, and I want you to commit to doing the exercise. And if you are really the type of person who wants to solve this problem, you will post your exercise. All right? You will do it, you'll write it, you'll screenshot it, and you will post it in the group. And that will prove to me that you are committed to solving this problem, that you really want to. This is draining a lot of you. And it upsets me, because there's so much talent and ability and skill in all of you, and I want all of you to win. And if we can simply get past this phase, then we can start working through the other things that we have, like the doubts. Okay, well, was anybody going to pay me for this? It's like, don't worry about that stuff. Just pick the idea. Step number one, just get the idea. And I've given you a foolproof way to do it if you follow the steps. All right? That's it for the video. I want you to leave any comment of what you thought of this, because here's what's going to happen. I'm going to make another YouTube video on this in a bit. I've already made one. I'm going to make one that's even better. And I'm going to make it based on your feedback. And I want it. So tell me what you thought of this video. I want you to commit to the thing that I mentioned and let me hear it. And if I talk to you, like whatever it is, like I'm open to feedback. I'm always open to feedback, positive and negative. Sometimes I like the negative feedback more than the positive stuff. I don't need you guys to affirm me because this isn't going to stop me. You can be like, but Brian, that video is too long. I can't believe it. I don't know what I'm up to. I'm probably up to like a half an hour minimum. So I'm up to 35 minutes on this thing and I'm probably not going to edit it. So I appreciate your time watching this. I hope you watched it all the way through. There will be a post with all the, I'll put a post highlighting this, but this is really important for you to watch. And some of you may want to watch it a couple of times. And if you have any questions, you know where to find me. Okay. End of video for real this time.